This video will change your life. Consistency is the key to success. If you're not consistent, you'll never make it anywhere. My name is Chosen Elevates, and I will be showing you how to be consistent and how it transformed my life, and it could transform your life as well. Make sure to like and subscribe, and let's get right into the video. First thing is focus on discipline, not motivation. Motivation comes and go. I think a few years back when I used to do the gym, I still do the gym. However, when I relied on motivation, what happened was I went there maybe for a month consistently, and then I took a break. I was tired, I got busy, I got stuff to do. So I made all these excuses not to go to the gym. Yeah, it's good, but I have other stuff to do. Yeah, I need to make money. Yeah, I need to study. Yeah, I have a test. But I never ended up taking it seriously. However, when I was disciplined, no matter if I'm busy, no matter if I got work, no matter the excuse I have, I always made it to the gym. And this has really helped me tremendously because I ended up consistently going to the gym. I have a consistent gym exercise that I do every single day. I do Monday through Friday, but it's very, very consistent. And I just continue going. And this is why you should not focus on motivation, but focus on discipline. Because think about it, you would watch a motivational video, you would be motivated for that week or two, and then you'll no longer want to do that. But let's say you were to focus on discipline, what's gonna happen is no matter what, if you put, let's say you put a day like, okay, tomorrow at 8 a.m., I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna do this. You're disciplined to do that. And you will do that Monday through Friday because that's what you want to do. That's what you told yourself you're gonna do. And that's what you're gonna do regardless. But if I was to do that with motivation, I'll be like, when I'm motivated, when are you going to the gym? I gotta see, I'm busy. Do you get it? Do you understand what was happening? I gotta see. And then the moment they're motivated, they do it. They buy that gym membership, they go. And then guess what happens? After a month, they don't go. What happened? Oh, I'm not feeling motivated, whatever. Because we're human, we have emotions just like savings. For example, if let's say you use emotions to give whatever your percentage on your savings, you always feel different. I don't feel like doing this, should I? I'm not motivated to put money in my savings. I want to spend it. I want to do this. However, if you're disciplined, that money is going to go into the savings. That money is going to go somewhere else that can be very productive. Two is to write your goals. You don't know why you're doing what you're doing, or you're doing it whenever you feel like, you're not gonna go anywhere. Have short-term goals and have long-term goals. This will help you tremendously because if you have a short-term goal, you're gonna be like, okay, today I'm gonna go to the gym. Friday, I'm gonna go to the gym. My long-term goal is that maybe in 3 years, I became muscular, I became very super strong. Maybe it won't happen, but that's your long-term goal. However, let's say you write just your long-term goal, you're not gonna go anywhere because you need goals that you have daily, because those few years of you thinking of that goal, it just feels like long. As humans, things that feel like it's not gonna happen or is way too long, we tend to forget, we tend not to do it. When people want to become a doctor or that career that takes long, people are like, oh, so long, so much long, is this. But this goes into delayed gratification because those long-term goals are basically delayed gratification. That's why in order for you to keep going and to remember what you're doing, you have to have goals that you do. For example, I have my short-term goal is to go to the gym 5 days a week. I have a schedule. I usually do it when I just wake up. I would have a schedule. Having a schedule is very important. How do you expect to make it anywhere without any type of schedule? I'm not saying you have to have a time for everything. However, you need to have a daily task that you do because this is a part of discipline. If you follow that schedule, if you're disciplined to follow that schedule, you're gonna get a lot done. And the good thing about schedule, or I should say an adaptive schedule, is that the things I don't finish, I just put it to the next day. And make it flexible. Don't make it like, oh, if I don't finish it today, no. Make it, I need to finish it by this week. However, I plan to finish this by today. If I don't, it's okay. Because if you plan to finish something the same day, what's gonna happen is you're gonna feel stressed, you're gonna self-destruct, you're gonna be like, this is not for me, I don't wanna do nothing. You don't wanna put yourself in a situation where you feel like the world is against you, it's too much, because at the end of the day, life happens. Things happen. Maybe you're expected to do this, do your homework, you're expected to do chores, you're expected to eat at a certain time, and then something happened, emergency, or you had to drive somewhere, you forgot, you had a meeting, or you had to meet up with someone that you completely forgot because you were so focused on what you needed to do. And I think is the most important thing is to never give up. I know you hear that every time. Never give up. You got this. Never give up. Never. But this is very true, because if you think about it, a lot of people fail. A lot of people fail, and then when they fail, they give up. They give up, oh, this was not for me, let me go find something. They're trying to get rich. Oh, maybe being rich is not for me. It's too hard, or I'm not, whatever. I'm not suited for this, but that's false. That doesn't mean you're not suited for it. What it means is basically is you failed, you get up. You fell, you get up. What if I was to tell you that on your 101st time that you failed, if you come back on the 102nd attempt, you will win? But if you failed before you even got to that attempt, you would have never been successful. Do you think all these famous people, they just never failed and then they just got this role, or they did this and they became very successful? No, they had to fail many times. They had to try different things. They had to try this and that, and then finally they had to experiment of what's the best thing for me, how do I do this, right? Like for me, like content creation is not easy. I barely have any subscribers. I don't even know if I will make anywhere. However, do you think that's gonna stop me? No, because I'm making these videos for you all. The last thing, number 4, is to find your purpose. Finding your purpose for your career is very important. Let's say you wanna become an engineer. What's your purpose? Is it because your parents told you to? Is it because you really want to? Or is it a mix of both, the money and because you want to? Find it, write down your purpose. Okay, I want to become a doctor because I want to help people. I had a surgery and this surgeon really helped me, and now I could live a better life because of that surgery. I want to be a lawyer. I want to be a police officer. I want to help people in some type of way. However, if you don't have a solid purpose, you're not going to make it anywhere. You need a purpose that's from the inside of your heart, that's telling you, yes, do this because this is what you truly want and this aligns with your goals and beliefs. If that's true, then go for it. Because you don't want to wake up and be like, man, I regret. I'm 60 years old and I wanted to be a police officer, but I never did it because of all the stuff in the news. I didn't know, even though my heart and what I believed in, like it really led me to it, but I kept saying, no, I'm okay, I'm good, I don't know, my parents tell me this. No, if you think or it aligns with something, do it and you won't regret it, because you don't want to be in a life where you're just regretful. You want to be like, I'm so glad I did this. Yes, you're gonna have regrets, but your career, it could be your major regret, because at the end of the day, you're gonna be working for a lot of years of your life, maybe even the majority. Maybe you don't even have the chance to retire because of the career you chose, and you don't have the option to retire because you still don't have money. So you don't even want to get to that place, right? So that's why I'm here to help you transform, to help fix your life.